end zone in this one.
Ball has it knocked loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. First down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Love dancing to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. Now Achane on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Achane trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it. Achane with it. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Devon Achane. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him.
Throwing is Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the
10. Here's Love. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jonathan Mingo with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between Those touchdowns, defense held.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together. You know, do a little bit of a reset for this team, but it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The end result, 21 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They go play action now. Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So near midfield here for 1st and 10. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The 3rd quarter begins with a run by Achane. And running with power here. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Devon Achane with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees it in the open.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw now, here's Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run, Achane. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Panthers defense able as he'll be back. Off the play fake, Love. That caught by Tremble. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you...
Again, it's Achane. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Devon Achane. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Again, it's Harris, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone. No, not at all, and I understand why they've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing, Love. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He completes this one to Mingo. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this partner. Second down, here's Purdy to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Purdy. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And they'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Hand it off.
A second down throw for Purdy. Hitting Samuel on the slant. Loose inside the 30. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 73 yards. And the Niners get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Purdy will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the...
To throw now, here's Love. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now.
Now Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over. They are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they prove...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball.
Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing. Achane is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run. They think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Love. He's got Mingo. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another first. Back to throw. Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Rivers. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Rivers on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing, Rivers. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On the draw, it's White. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're coming.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be in. About he shouldn't have thrown that ball, but remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Devon Achane, his 10th touchdown of the season. Second of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Well, we all know this quarterback had to spend plenty of time studying prior to the game, but he has to be tired of seeing these guys, especially him. Third time now he's brought this quarterback down. Whole defense has had a great game, but 3 sacks? Not hard to find who one of the leaders of that effort was.
Now third down and very long. Throwing Rivers. There's a short one taken in by Otten. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.